the season. Christmas is fast approaching, and today I'm going to show you 2 rich, indulgent chocolate recipes that will be fit for any holiday celebration. Hi, I'm Annette, a volunteer with Bounty and Soul, and I love food and cooking. I'm a plant-based home chef and a recent graduate from the Forks Over Knives Ultimate Cooking course. I've been a vegan for almost 10 years and have recently published my very first cookbook. Check it out. It's called Heart Healthy and Feeling Full Cookbook, and it's available on Amazon right now. The link to my cookbook is listed below in the details, so go online today and order it. So I'm going to be showing you 2 recipes today. The first one is out of my cookbook and it's on page 70. It's called Kyle's Favorite Chocolate Pie. And the second recipe I'm going to be showing you is a chocolate vegan cake, and it is outstanding. So let's get started. The first one I'm going to show you is Kyle's Favorite Chocolate Pie, and it's on page 70 in my cookbook. The good thing about this is that it only has 3 ingredients. It calls for tofu, a sweetener, and today I'm using agave sweetener, and chocolate chips, vegan chocolate chips, and I'll show you those in a little bit. Now there's 2 ways that you can make the pie. You can do it the easy way, or you can make your own crust. And you can go to the store and buy one of those graham cracker crusts that's already made, or the Oreo cookie crust that's already made, and come home and make the filling and put it into that. That is perfectly fine. It's great either way. Today I chose to go ahead and make my own crust, and the recipe is also, for the crust, is also right here in my cookbook. So let's get started making the filling. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to melt my vegan chocolate chips, and I'm just going to go over to the stove. I have a bowl set on top of a pan that has some water in it, and I'm going to melt the chocolate chips. Today I'm going to be using these Enjoy Life morsels. They're the dark chocolate, and they are vegan. So I have added a 24-ounce block of silken tofu. I've added my chocolate sauce and also the agave syrup. And remember, this recipe is inside my cookbook, so you can buy my cookbook and get the recipe. One year I took this pie to a church potluck, and everybody was talking about how they hated tofu, but this chocolate pie was the first thing that was gone. So we kind of laugh about that. I'm going to go ahead and blend this up until it's silky, and then I'm going to put it into my pie crust. Once it's all blended, I'm just going to go ahead and pour it into my pie shell, my pie crust. I'm going to make sure I get everything out of the bottom, and then I'm going to put it into the refrigerator and let it cool, let it set up for a minimum of 2 hours. The second recipe today that I'm going to show you is a vegan chocolate cake. And this cake has no refined sugar. I'm going to be using date sugar in it. And you can use other types of sweeteners or sugars that you like, coconut sugar or even date paste to sweeten the cake. But I'm not going to show you how to bake the cake. The recipe is down below in the details. What I'm going to show you is how to make the frosting for the cake, and it is great. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my food processor out, and I'm going to add a secret ingredient, and it's a sweet potato. To my food processor, I add a sweet potato. I'm going to add also a half a cup of nut butter. Now the recipe calls for almond butter or cashew butter, but all I had on hand was peanut butter, and I like the taste of peanut butter, so I'm going to add peanut butter. You can do whatever you prefer, whatever you like. So there's my peanut butter. Next, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of plant milk, and this is soy milk right there. And I'm going to add a half a cup of cocoa powder. This is really chocolatey and good. And to that, I'm going to add that date sugar. This is 3/4 cup of date sugar. And I'm going to go ahead and process this, and it's going to make a wonderful frosting for the cake. Scrape it down a little bit. I'm going to add just a little bit more plant milk to it. Let's check that out. Oh, much better. Yes, okay. So that is our frosting. And I'm going to go ahead and frost cake. I baked my cake last night, and I'm just going to use all of this, and I am going to frost that. Give it a good amount of frosting on there. This frosting is really good, really rich and creamy and really tasty. They would not realize that this is even a vegan cake. On the top, I'm going to put some cacao nibs that I got. You could take this to any holiday meal. You could take this anywhere and people would absolutely love it. So there's our cake. So here we have our vegan chocolate cake that is sugar-free if you use dates and date paste instead of, it doesn't have any refined sugars. And here's our Kyle's favorite chocolate pie that's out of my cookbook. 2 rich and indulgent chocolate recipes that's fit for any holiday celebration. I hope you like these recipes and will give them a try for Christmas or any special occasion. And remember to check out my cookbook. I wrote it to share a little bit about my life and inspire other people to transition to a plant-based diet and take control of their health. So I just need you to go out and buy the book and check out all the delicious recipes inside. Thanks for watching. Join me each week at Bounty and Soul. I'll be there handing out the local produce and wishing each one of you the best. I hope that you will share your thoughts below in the comments, and also if you have any ideas for upcoming videos, please list them below. I love to hear your comments. If you found this video helpful in any way, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me. This is Annette signing off for now, and remember to invest in your health by eating whole, unprocessed foods.